Hey, I got to tell you folks, over 30 years now, I've been dealing with tons of auction firms, farm equipment dealers, and farm equipment manufacturers all throughout North America. And right towards the top of the list of the best, McFarlane Manufacturing out of Wisconsin. They have a 103-year history of listening to farmers and delivering products to help you be better in the field. And recently we caught up with them to learn about a few of their latest offerings.
103-year-old McFarlane Manufacturing is certainly one of our nation's oldest family-owned companies producing farm equipment. What's the secret to such a long history of success?
At McFarlane's, we're a big family, all the way from the factory workers to our dealers and to the growers that buy our products. We've always stood behind our products. We strive for exceptional customer service. And we're always listening to our dealers, their needs, and continually coming up with solutions to help them achieve their goals.
So with low commodity prices, what kind of tillage equipment should farmers be considering to maximize their investments?
One pass tillage tools would be the first thing that I would recommend, saving a pass through the field. We offer several one pass tools designed for any farm, no matter what size or crop or season. Take our Insight, for example. It's a seedbed prep tool that can work 6 inches deep, so we can go in the fall and really bury that residue. And then we can come back in the spring and run shallow and run right in front of the planter and make a beautiful seedbed. Don't forget about our low maintenance affordable spike tooth harrows too. With our heavy rains, sometimes our seed beds get crusted over, and that tool, it's low maintenance. It's fairly inexpensive to run, and I've got guys that run 13 mile an hour right in front of the planter to get that seed bed prepped.
So looking back, McFarlane's been an innovator for vertical tillage for a long time. What's changed since the beginning?
One thing that's really changed is our hybrids as far as crops go, and then our weed pressure. Not able to kill the weeds as well as we used to. So we've really had to adapt to those kinds of changes. Farmers have had to adapt as far as what they plant, what they grow. Guys are using more cover crops. And so with the changing of times and conditions, and you've got to follow what the growers are doing and what the growers are asking. And it's been a challenge, but it's actually been fun to see what we can kind of come up with. And when you see the end result in the field and the customer smiles and goes, "This is exactly what I want, and this is the seed bed that I've been dreaming of for years." So that's definitely rewarding when we can get to that point.
So does McFarlane Ag manufacture any products that are geared towards the minimum or the no-till farmer?
We've come out with some new products. Some of our products have been existing around for a while that maybe have kind of faded off to the side. We've kind of brought some of those back and tweaked them. And a few things that we have done is called a cover crop crimper. Cover crops have really kind of come on as far as guys having trouble with weed pressure and the chemical resistance. And so we get the cover crop out there to take care of some of this, and then we've got to deal with the cover crop. And one way of doing that is going in and crimping it down, and it's worked very well. We've got guys that will crimp that, come back in and no-till plant, and it leaves a nice blanket. It keeps the weeds down. It keeps and seals that moisture down. And so, if there's some guys out there hunting for some unique products to help with that, we've got them. And sure, give us a call. We talk about a lot of our tools that are more of a minimum till and seed bed prep. One tool that tends to get forgotten is a lot of times we'll get into some areas that they continually get drove over by our larger implements, our big grain carts. And sometimes it's nice to go in there and kind of aerate that soil out, and allow some moisture to absorb in there and get some air back in there. That tool that we have is called the Quadra-Till. And the reason why we call that is we size residue with our front gangs, which are adjustable vertically and also horizontally. Then we have our ripper shanks. We have a set of leveling discs, and then we have our finishing tools on the back. And what that tool will do, it'll size residue, eliminate compaction, and level itself out behind that. And we have guys that go in and they can plant behind that machine. And that's pretty rare to find something that will work like that.